the Hebrew Israelites would come in week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as the United Snakes of America, right? To prophesy the downfall of this place, right? To wake up the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, the people on the sun, Negroes and Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indian, and Speckled Bird, right? Get you to repent, acknowledge your offense, pray for forgiveness, and get back in order, all right? Because time is beyond short, all right? So first and foremost, and as always, all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Kodash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and the sincerity, the hopeful elect. Tabernacle of David, the Aquath lesson and learning, being a pillar of rest, the 144,001 third hopeful elect of Israel. Shalom and salutations to you all. All right, so let me get let's get rumors. Okay, rumors of war. What does that word rumors mean? Let's just get right into it. There's a spiritual battle plan, if you will. There's a spiritual battle plan in the book of Matthew, 24. All right? And I'm going to reveal, right? I'm going to do a little revelation on it. On the spiritual battle plan. What does that mean? Okay, well, if you're not on the spiritual battlefield right now, if you don't know that there's a war, right? What is the war about? There's a war, it's about Jacob and Esau, and it's about the birthright. Okay? That's what this whole thing is about. It's about a war between good and evil, between good and bad, Jacob and Esau, right? And if you don't understand that that is the war, don't be distracted by any other war. It's only one war, good and evil. That's Jacob and Esau, right? We're at the end of evil's rule, Esau's rule. Now it's our turn. So that's the focus of everything, right? We're the focus of everything. Don't get it twisted. Everybody is distracted. Oh, look over there. The war. No, the war is right here. And it's a spiritual war, and you're on the spiritual battlefield, and here's how you traverse the spiritual battlefield. First, by understanding you're at war. It's a spiritual war. There's a spiritual battlefield, and you're the warrior of the spiritual battlefield. If you're using the spirit, if you're using your spiritual weapons, you're going to win. Okay, how do you do that? All right. First, you have to understand that you're at war. This whole thing is about a war. Esau knows he's at war, and he knows who his enemy is, and he's just about to decapitate you. Got to know that. Got to know who your enemy is. You have to understand you're on the battlefield. If you don't know who your enemy is, you're already lost. You got to know that this devil knows who his enemy is, nigga. He's trying to kill you, telling you, and you're in disbelief. Okay, so even though that's the case, you're still gonna win. You might have to win the hard way, but you're on the battlefield. What happens as a result of being in the war and being on the battlefield? You may very well die. You might have to sacrifice your life. It's time to play. See, if you're playing at the level of I'm alive, I'm dead. No, you got to play at the level of I sacrificed my life for my brother. What does that get me? Right? What kind of if you're looking for monetary wealth, if you will, that's not spirit. What is spiritual wealth? What is pleasing to the Most High? What is that? What's the pleasure that the Most High gets out of a man laying down his life for his brother? What comes along with that? Right? What is the reward that goes along with that? You have to you should be fighting a spiritual war. What are the spiritual rewards for a spiritual decapitation, what things are pleasing to the Most High if you're fighting a spiritual war, right? First of all, not being carnal, right? Laying down your life. What would be the example? Yahushua fought a perfect fight, right? How? By telling Peter to put the sword down. You got to understand how to fight spiritually. You got brothers, oh yeah, you gonna be a man. No. You got to be wise. Wisdom. This is about wisdom. It's not about how strong you are physically. That profiteth little. This fight, okay, it's a spiritual one. And there is a spiritual playbook in the book of Matthew 24. Okay, it's telling you, right, how to traverse the spiritual battlefield. The first thing you got to understand that you're at war. Okay? We're at the end, your enemy, right? When you go to war, could you be at war with yourself? Yeah, if you don't know who your enemy is. You got to understand that your enemy knows who his enemy is. Esau knows. He'll tell you, oh, but you're my enemy. But you can't be my, but you can't be mad. You can't hate me. He already got you off balance. He's already winning. You both go to play golf, and immediately he says, okay, that hate club, you know, your number hate, you have to pull out your number hate. You can't use yours. You can't hate me. Take your number hate club out. You can't use that. Now let's play, right? He gets to use his hate club all upside your head. But then, oh, you're anti-Semitic. Oh, you're, that's reverse racism. That fool he's formidable. Anyway. Matthew 24 is about the time that we're in right now. What time are we in right now? Well, you got to understand that you're a POW. You're losing the war right now because you're a prisoner of war behind enemy lines. You got to understand that. You don't understand that you lost. Who's your enemy? That would be the guy who has you locked up. Are you locked up? If you don't understand that you are a prisoner of war, somebody's got you locked up. You got to understand that in order to win the war, to win the battle, right? What do you do as a POW? Ask John McCain, right? Songbird McCain. There's a few things you can do, but you want to come out of this being honorable and have integrity. That's what the elect would do. What would the elect do? Well, honor, integrity. Sometimes, hey, you got to lay down your life. That's part of it, right? That's pleasing to the Most High. That's spiritual. Okay? Tell us when shall these things be? What shall be the sign of the coming and of the end of the world? I'm going to read Matthew 24:3. Okay? And this is about the end of the world. Where are we at right now? Before I even get to read it, you have to understand we're at the end of the world. Can't you see it? You don't see these niggas firing missiles on each other and destroying whole cities? That would pretty much qualify as, hey, we just may be at the end of the world. Okay? What's your plan for the end of the world, since we're here, right? Do you have one? Well, there's a battle plan. There's a spiritual battle plan contained within Matthew 24, if you're willing to hear it. Shalom. Nobody there, but shalom. Right? We're good. Okay, so, to the wind, what shall be the sign of thy coming and of the end of the world? So that's the subject matter, right? And Yahushua answered, and he gave you the first instruction on the spiritual battlefield on how to get out of here. You got to endure to the end. You got to do, hey, here's what to watch out for. Here's how you do it. You have to understand, he's giving you the instruction right here. Only fools despise wisdom and instruction. Don't despise the spiritual battle plan on how to endure until the end. You understand? It's right here. Here's the spiritual things you got to watch out for. So what is rumors of war? Oh, wars and rumors of war. Does that mean that somebody told a lie or it's fake news? Is that what rumors mean? What does rumors mean? You got wars and rumors of war, right? What does rumors mean in that case? Like, for God so loved the world, we know that that word world is cosmos, right? Meaning an orderly arrangement of stars. Well, what does this word rumor? Wars and rumors of war. What does that word rumor, what does it mean? Does it mean somebody said something that may not be true? Is that what it means? We're going to look at it, and we're going to figure out what it means and how to read that, okay? Does it mean a false flag? Oh, it says rumors of war. It means a false. A nigga will come up without even going back and checking it, right? So just believing that, you can't just believe it. Okay, so as he sat upon the end of the world, Matthew 24:4. Back to the instruction real quick. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. That's the first instruction, the spiritual instruction on how to traverse the spiritual battlefield that you're on while you're in the spiritual war. Proverbs 1:7. Let's get that first. Let's lay down some ground rules, okay? Proverbs. Bear with me. It's a lot. Proverbs 1:7. Listen close. Again, the fear of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yashai, is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction. Instruction. Here's the instruction from Yahushua's mouth. Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, here's the instruction. Take heed that no man deceive you. They say, hey, we're at the end of the world. How do we make it? He said, they're going to come with some mad deception. Number one, here's what you do. Okay? Number one, here's the first thing he said. Okay? What does that consist of? Rumors of war. What does rumors mean? You're going to let somebody deceive you right there, or are you going to go in and check? Like you live in the Church of Berea. You got to get up in there right now. Otherwise, what? Somebody, oh, it's rumors means somebody is just a false flag. No. 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 You got to go make sure. What does rumors mean? Wars and rumors of war. What does it mean? We know what wars means, I hope. But in this case, what does rumors mean? Does it mean a story that may or may not be true? Is that what it means in this case? Shalom, who's that? Shalom is the beloved brother, Isaiah Allah. Shalom. The word rumor in wars and rumors of war, does it mean a story that may or may not be true? As we know the word rumor, on its face, that's what it means. In the scripture, what does it mean? You got wars and rumors of war. What does it mean, rumors? Has anybody looked at that? Okay. Back to Matthew 24. Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. Well, how do you do that? How do you take heed that, well, you have to get up off of that ass and you gotta go check some shit out? Is that a rumor? Rumor? What does that mean? Well, it's a story that may or may not be true. Is that what it means? Oh, well, just take it for granted that that's what it means. Or, in these last days, right, we're sitting there twiddling our thumbs, right? What does it mean? Wars and rumors of war. Let's get that. Let me read it. I'll just read them. And Yahushua answered, this is Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. That's the whole instruction right there. It's a big one. But you have to recognize it as instruction. And if you despise it, you're a fool. You missed the whole damn thing. What are we talking about? And of the end of the world. We're talking about how do we get through, how do we make it? Number one, let no man deceive you. With rumors, right? Look at all these rumors. What does that word mean? Well, somebody told me, or it might mean this. Well, let's look it up. Let me finish. Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of war. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. What does that word rumors mean? Okay. So we go to the blue letter like we were taught by the elder apostles, the beloved elder apostles, right? And we wind up with this word here. Just listen, I'm in the blue letter. Let me see. Salakia. Salakia. Let's go.
Strong's G 189. Aka. Aka.
Okay, Aka. Whatever. We're going to go straight to Strong's definitions. And here's what it says. Hearing, the act, the sense, or the thing heard. Audience, ear. Fame, which ye heard. Hearing, or preached. Report, rumor. Let's go over that again. Okay. Let me see. Hearing, meaning fame. This is another one. Let me see. Fame is one of the synonyms. Audience, ear, which ye heard. Hearing. So when it says wars and rumors of war, it means everybody's going to know about the war. The war is famous. You're going to hear of wars, and everybody's going to hear. The thing preached. What are we preaching? We're preaching of war, pestilence, and a famine, right? What do we preach? It says, preached, the thing preached. It goes even, I believe it goes a little deeper. Let me see, Strong's. It says, hearing, ears, fame, rumor, report, audience. When it says audience, okay, war, audience, the audience of war. Everybody's watching this. So when it says wars and rumors of war, it means here's the war and everybody's fucking watching it on cable, on internet, on the computer. It's famous because everybody's watching. In this particular war, the particular war in Gaza, there's a G word attached to it, and everybody's watching it at the same time. That's what rumors of war mean. Rumors of war. There's a G going on. A Geno high side. A Geno high side. right? That's what rumors of war means. That everybody's talking about it. Everybody's watching it. It says, wars and rumors of war. We're all watching this shit. So I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read these again. Okay, hearing, ears, fame, rumor, report, audience. Okay, says biblical usage, the sense of hearing. Rumor, the sense of hearing. Hearing about it. Hearing about what? About the war. It says the organ of hearing, the ear, no. The thing heard. What thing? The war. Okay. Wars and the fame of it. It says instruction, namely oral. It says this, of preaching the gospel. How about that? What does that mean? Of preaching the gospel. What do we do? What do we preach of? Right? Let's get that. Of war, pestilence, and what is it? Of war, I don't even know what it is. Slovakia, bear with me. Are you still there, brother? Of war, pestilence, and what is it? That we preach of Slovakia. I forget which one that is. Or is that what the Bible speaks of? Famine, pestilence. I'm drawing a blank right there. Old man blank. Of war. Preach of war. Let me see. Preach. He probably has it up there already. Of war. Pestilence. And famine. Something like that. KJV. I'm searching. This thing's acting a damn fool. Shalom, shalom. Jeremiah 28, it's a lot. There it is. Call Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shem. The prophets, this is Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets who have been before me and before you of old prophesied against many countries and great kingdoms. Prophesied of what? What did we come out and say? There's the brother right there. There it is. The water to the brother. This is the brother Isaiah Allah, Idaho. The water for the brother on the comment board. Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets who have been before, and that's, Lord willing, that's one of them right there. The prophets who have been before me and before you of old prophesied against many countries and great kingdoms of war and great disaster. Salakia, against great kingdoms of war and of evil and of pestilence. I'm getting a little choked up right now because the brother, Thawada, this is talking about him. Anybody who's out there in a one-man camp, man, Jeremiah 7 and 26. Salakia. 7 and 26. Salakia. Get choked up, man. That's right. Yep. There he goes. Okay. Yep. Jeremiah 7 and 26. If they hearken not unto me, nor incline their ear, but harden their neck, they did worse than their fathers. So what? How far are we doing? But we're out here. Therefore, thou shalt speak all these words unto them, but they will not hearken unto thee. They shall also call unto them, they will not answer thee. We're stiff necked, and if you haven't gotten this thing, if you're still striving, right? You're on the wrong channel. But this is the way out of here. All right, this is what you should be doing at this point. You see the war, right? War is here. Now what? Now understand you're in the war. Okay? Understand you're on the battlefield and you will die the wrong way if you don't die the right way. Right? So you have to fight a spiritual battle from right now, moving forward. This is Matthew 11 and 28. The war has begun, 11 and 28. And if you're on the battlefield whether you want to be or not. So if you don't know how to move on the battlefield, Esau's got you. Okay? Number one, know you're on the battlefield. Okay? And that you're fighting a spiritual fight. Matthew 11 and 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. It's talking about him. This is talking about, Lord willing, myself, the men of the Lord out there on the front lines. On the front lines of what? On this war, on this battlefield. We know what is about to happen. We know what comes next. All right, so these words are for you. I would like to, hit the wilderness and have be out there in the field. But most likely I'm probably gonna get grabbed up, right? And face a different. See, part of that war is you get caught behind enemy lines, and they're gonna frog march you back and stand you in front of their dignity. That might be something that I have to go through. So I'm getting ready for that. But what you should be getting ready for is how you're gonna survive out there in that field. And that's what I'm trying to show you. It says, make you ready to your battle. Let's get that real quick. Gosh. See, if I was this is how I make me ready to my battle, right? I know what I have to go face, but you, right, who are not ready for martyrdom, if you will, right? Here's what you're, right? Number one, understand the mission. This always comes out. I'm like, is that all you talk about? I'm like, 2 Ezra 16 and 40. Oh, my people, hear my word. Make you ready to thy battle, your battle, right? Everybody has their own. You got to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling, right? Ephesians 6 and 11, right? We're coming back. You got to work out your own. I'm everywhere. Bear with me. I'm trying to keep up today. 6. What am I doing? There we go. Ephesians 6 and 11. I gotta fight it. Put on. Woo! Here we go. Here we go. This is Ephesians 6 and 11. The brother Isaiah Allah Idaho, the beloved brother. Call halal Yahweh Shem Al Shai for this brother right here. He's got my side. I'm gonna start at 10. Finally, meaning now, finale, we're at the end. What must you do? Understand you're on the battlefield. Understand. You can't go out there in your feet. You can't fight in your feet, Bruce Lee. Sorry. You gotta have on your boots. It's gonna tell you. Shod, you gotta be shod and all of them. Right? And it's gonna tell you, not physical boots. The header reads, and again, this is the beloved brother, up and coming elder, Isaiah Allah, Idaho. Ephesians 6, and I'm going to start at 10. The whole armor of the Most High. Finally, my brethren, okay, be strong in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Shah, and in the power of his might. Put on the whole. Here's how you do it. Okay? And people just read through this and they don't consider, right, what does it mean? Right? Number one, you can't do a damn thing without faith. You got to fight the good fight of faith. You got to fight. You got to know with what you're fighting. You can't fight the devil. Mano a mano, you're going to lose. If you don't know these things going in, you don't even know how to fight. You're on the battlefield. Okay? It's a spiritual fight. Put your gun down, right? You might have to shoot it in the air and run. It's a spiritual fight. Okay? Again, Ephesians 6 and 11, put on the whole armor of the Most High that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Here he comes. Your adversary. Got to know who your enemy is. Who's your enemy? Can we save Esau? Who's your enemy? Can we save Esau? You're gone. Right? For we wrestle not against, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. People just read that and have no clue what it means or the practical application of it. You're going to be fighting demons, okay? You reach for the cup falls every time. You're supposed to just pick the cup up and laugh and say, it's going to get worse as we try to get beamed up. The closer you get to a chariot, those demons are going to be on you. You're going to be looking like the crackhead running down the street. What is the crackhead doing? He's fighting demons in real time. You seem like, look at that. This dude is doing stuff. He's dealing directly with demons. Well, as you get closer to a chariot, it's going to be that. You're like, what is he doing? He's directly fighting demons. It's a spiritual fight. Okay, and I know it sounds crazy, but that's what's going on. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. You have to remember the rules of the game. There are rules to the game. The demons can hem you the fuck up, but they can only do to you what they're allowed to do. Knowing that, you're like, this nigga got me on the ropes. Breathe your way through it. He got me on the rope. He can't kill you, but he can take you to the brink. So you gotta, I'm not dead. I'm almost dead. It's almost over, right? That's a spiritual fight. Don't give up because you're on the ropes. He can't kill you. He can't put on you more than what you can handle. So get ready to go to the brink and then breathe your way through it. Here comes a brother. Did I even get to that verse? I'm falling behind. Let me get that down. Matthew 10 and 28. Damn. I got some of that. Matthew 10 and 28. Let me go back. I'm going to just go with the brother. Matthew 10, 28. And fear not them. Here we go. So, Esau is going to Esau. That's an afterthought. Don't worry about Esau. Worry about your faith. Okay? Worry about um, walking on water and staying focused. Don't worry about Esau. Esau is trying to distract you from what? From staying focused on walking on water. Your focus should be, okay, walking on water. Who did that thing? Somebody showed that little water thing, how you speak to it. You gotta say good things and give it good thoughts, and then they froze the water, and then they told you that your body is 70% water, and you're supposed to, a light is supposed to go on in your head. And you're like, oh yeah, that's right, I forgot, right? I should be speaking, I should be speaking my creator God, my small g, into the on position. You understand? Oh, if that's what that's doing, if my body is 70% water and I should be feeding it good thoughts so that my thoughts will manifest, well, then I should be telling myself then, hey, it's time for that small g to hit the on switch and go ahead and turn all the way on, because we're getting ready to fly. Okay? It's that time. And you should be focused on that, not about what this devil might be able to do if he can distract you. And these are advanced, okay? This is meat, right? And I should be balancing it out with some milk. So here's that, all right? Here's the milk, all right? Good fight of what? It's a spiritual battle. Fight the good fight of what? All right? You are not going to fly and you are not going to walk on no water if what? If O ye of little what? Okay, so you want the crash course, all right? Stay humble. Stay focused on what? On your faith. And get ready to catch hell. Okay? Hey, catching hell is beautiful. Whoever told you that catching hell is bad, no. You're in hell, nigga. You're supposed to be catching hell right now. You're supposed to be enjoying it. Count it all enjoy. Okay? Count it all enjoy when you're catching that hell. Hey, you're supposed to be bathing in it. It's almost over. You remember that shit? Hey, you know what? The best win is when you fought real hard and you won. It's time to fight real hard. How? Knowing you're in the fight, knowing that you're in your fight, knowing that a win is to what? Lay down your life for your brother. That's a win. What is the example? Yahushua is the example. What did he do? You have to know how to fight in the spirit. I'm ready, nigga. I got my. No, you lost. I've got no. You shoot it in the air, pop, 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 and run. That's a spiritual fight. Pop, 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 pop. Or have, they're gonna go over there. If you have a trigger, a board sound like shot. You hit the little switch, that thing sound like somebody's shooting over there. They go over there. You gotta run. You gotta retreat. See, there's a stand, right? Sometimes you have to take a stand. That's a military command. Stand at ease. Stand at attention. Stands. Right? Beret rest. Stand. Right? You got all of those. Well, Retreat. Retreat. You gotta know what that means. Gotta know when. Some niggas don't know. Retreat. Bah, 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 bah. What the hell retreat? Bah, 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 bah. That's what the hell retreat. Retreat is part of war. What the hell do you think Bibi Netanyahu is doing right now? He's like, this okay, don't tell them that we surrendered. We waved the white flag, say, you niggas stop for a minute while we reload. We finna reload. We can reload. You gotta do everything. You gotta lie. What are they doing? What's Esau out there doing? He's throwing everything. It's war. It's war. Esau's out lying. We're not gonna attack you. This nigga's coming up from the back. That's not how you do war. This is the final war, right? And how do you traverse this spiritual battlefield? Matthew 24:4. And Yahushua answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you on the spiritual battlefield. So when you get to wars and rumors of war, you just understand that everybody's talking about the war. Everybody knows it's World War III. That's what rumors of war means. Meaning this. They want you to believe that it's World War III. It ain't World War III yet, but they want you to believe it is. They want everybody to know. They want everybody to believe what they want them to believe about it. Okay? But noised abroad is what it means. Wars and the fact that these wars, everybody knows about. That's what it means. Okay? You are going to hear of wars and everybody's going to hear. The masses, right? And here we are, right? And what is that? What is it that, see, Grenada. Who remembers Grenada? United States invaded Grenada. Who remembers that? Because I was in the service when that happened. Look that up, right? When did the United States invade Grenada? It would be like 1983. 1983. I was in. Right? Oh, we're going to war. We're going to Grenada, right? Which is this little tiny black country down in South America that is nothing. We invaded Grenada. I'm like, what the hell? All right. So nobody knows about that. That's wars. That's not rumors of war. That's wars. Okay. Now, does everybody know about Iraq? That's wars and rumors of war. Everybody knows about the Iraqi war. Does everybody know about Grenada? No. That's just war. That's not rumors. That's not. And the war was famous. It was the War of 1812. You ever heard of that? There's a little fame attached to it, right? Have you ever heard of the Milagro Beanfield War? It's a movie. But it was a war. Does anybody know about it? Well, there's no rumor attached to it. There's a movie attached to it. Slovakia. We're in the time where everybody knows that it's world. Philippians 3:20. Okay? And you should know your game plan. What is your game plan? It's a war, your battlefield plan. 3:20. Ooh, shit. He's getting deep on me right now. The water. This is woo. Yeah. This is the beloved brother, the solitary warrior, in Idaho over there, up and coming elder Isaiah Allah, Idaho. This is Philippians 3 and 20. For our conversation is in heaven, from whence we also look for the Savior, our Lord, Yahushua HaMashiach, who shall change our vile body, that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. This is the crux of the situation. See, this is why there's a war, because of that. Who don't want that? This is what the fight is about, okay? And the fight is about the war. What is the war about? That, about getting this. Damn, that's huge. 3 and 20. Our conversation is in heaven, meaning what? Them heavenly bodies. That's the prize. Hey, immortality. Esau's, he's like this, nigga, if you're gonna get that immortality, I'm gonna kill you before you do. Like, hey, sometimes that's how it goes. So if you insist, okay, because remember, that ass is mine for those 1,000 years, right? I'm gonna read that again. This is Philippians 3, and I'm gonna read 21. Who shall change, that's Yahushua, who shall change our vile body? Dang, this is it. Okay? This is what Esau is striving to achieve, knowing he ain't gonna get it, knowing that we are. Right? Oh, let me make this little chip. Oh, let me carnally create a system to force everybody to bow down. Right? Let me trick everybody. Let me deceive everybody into bowing down to me, even though the trickery is worn out and the cup of trembling no longer exists because you niggas are about to kill me. Yes, exactly. Who shall change our vile body that it may be fashioned like unto his glorious body? Ooh, ooh. According to the working whereby he is even, according to the working whereby he is able even to subdue all things unto himself. He can do anything. First of all, so don't get it twisted, right? Those of us that have made it this far, Lord willing, we are those men, are sharpening our faith right now. Okay? Why? Because we want to walk on water and we want to fly and whoop ass, number one. Right? But faith is the only way through. Fight the good fight. Let's get that. I forgot that. I got to get that Timothy too that the brother put in. Oh, might be it right here. Fight the good. Is that it, First Timothy? Let me see. Back here. 2 and 3. Hardness, the good soldier. The wiles, he's putting them down. 6 and 11. Yep, the wiles. So I could go with it. Oh, shit. Got me, didn't you? So lucky. Six and 12. So lucky. First Timothy 6 and 12, fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life whereunto thou art also called and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Before many witnesses. Let me read that again. 1 Timothy 6 and 12, fight the good fight of faith. Lay hold on eternal life, whereunto thou art also called, and hast professed a good profession before many witnesses. Okay? So, the good fight of faith, that's also the header. But thou, O man of God, flee these things and follow after righteousness, godliness, faith, love, patience, meekness. Fight the good fight of faith. Fight the good fight of faith. It's a spiritual fight. Okay? This fight of faith. So yeah. And Peter is an example. Okay, what do we get out of Peter in this fight? See, because Yahushua was fighting the fight of faith, right up to the time where he was put to death. Okay, he's doing the same thing that we're doing now. They were pursuing. I'm going to say subdue. They were pursuing him, right? Well, they'll be pursuing us, right? And what was he doing? He was still doing the work, right? He knew they were coming, and when they caught up to him, what did he do? And the whole time, what was he doing? He was telling Peter, stop being carnal. Peter was like, look, nigga, I'm going to... What? And Yahushua was like, look, stop being carnal. What is faith? It's the opposite of being carnal. So you got to know what your fight is. It says to your battle. Make you ready to your battle. Everybody has their own battle, right? I have my own, right? And I'm making ready for it. Everybody's battle is different, right? But the battle plan is contained in Matthew. Okay? The good fight of faith. Back to Peter, real quick before we go back to Matthew 24. The good fight of faith. Faith goes right back to Peter, drawing that sword. Don't draw your sword. That's carnal. That's not spiritual. You're fighting a spiritual battle. And O ye of little faith is going to draw his sword. Right? No, draw this sword and listen for the Spirit to tell you to go that way. Okay? This is your battle. It's a spiritual one. Here are the instructions. Okay? Faith. You ain't gonna fly or get no spiritual power without no faith. A man with spiritual power ain't coming to help you and feed you without no faith. O ye of little faith. Guess what? It's time to walk on water, miracle. It's time to fly, miracles, right? It's time to be delivered out of the jaws of death, miracles. And if you have O ye of little faith, you're gonna die the wrong way. Gotta die the right way. Gotta die brave and faithfully. You gotta die knowing that that death is a win. That knowing you laid down your, that's a knowing death. You're not running from the, I died in the, after they chipped me. No, it's not an honorable death. You might die on the battlefield. You better figure out how you're going to do it. You better die an honorable death. That's the conditions of the battle, of the larger war. And you're on that battlefield, whether you want to be or not. You better decide how you want to go out, right? Screaming and hollering and on fire with zero hope. No, you got to buck the fuck up and get your faith in focus right there. You got to get your faith in focus. You got to have that conversation with, oh shit, shit's hot out here. Been putting this off. Let me go have that talk with myself and write down a list of some shit that I gotta purge out this time. The fucking handwriting is on the wall, and I'm pussyfooting around. Now, how do we get out of this thing, right? Well, let no man deceive you. Write it down. Write down the list. Number one, what's the first thing out of well, how do we know? Well, how do we know? Let no man deceive you. That's really important. Why? Because this is what comes along with that deceit. In order to deceive somebody, you gotta lie, right? Well, the king of all lies, he's a murderer. He doesn't just lie, he kills too. He's a father of it. He was the first murderer. He's the father of it. He's a liar. Those things don't, you only get half of me, nigga. No. I'm a lie. I'm like this. Oh, no, I'm your friend. Come here. And what comes with that lie is that sneak attack. So you're on the battlefield. You don't know who your enemy is because you have little faith in this word. This is what's going to get you through. This sword is going to get you through by hitting the back door. You might have to, you guys go that way. I'm going to come over. I'm going to distract them over there, and I might die as a result. But God damn it, hey, you haven't worked out the cost of this thing yet? You got to go through every scenario. You got to know what your role is on the battlefield. Everybody has their own role. And the war, here's the point, the war has started, okay? And you are on the battlefield whether you want to be or not. You better be active. You better be actively showing yourself that you are of the elect. How? By putting on as the elect. Therefore, you're going to be homeless. Everybody's going to be homeless. Not me, I got money. Yeah, you're gonna be homeless, nigga. You can take a chip and you're still gonna be homeless. Oh, I took the chip, I could be here. You're still homeless. Fucked up. You know you done fucked up. You know you fucked up. It's all in here. Matthew 24:16. Then let them which be in Judea flee into the mountains. Let him which is on the housetop not come down. It's all in here. Okay? Read it. How does it apply to you? How does it apply to your spiritual walk or your spiritual battlefield, if you will? Because you have to endure until the end. You have to go right through it. You're not going around it. You're not being raptured out of it. None of those things. You have to. Who is the same that shall be saved? The elect. The elect are going to endure until the end. What does that mean? Go right through the middle of it with faith, faithfully. And you can't do that unless you have a plan. That plan must include possibly being a martyr. Make your plan. Ecclesiastes 12 and 13, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Philippians 2 and 12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right, so let no man deceive you. That's number one. Start there. Faith. Fight the good faith. Fight the good fight of faith. All right? All right, so with that, we hope that you like to edify you, brother and peace with you. Call halal Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai Bahashim Kakodash, double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of GMS, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom, salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and its sincerity, hopeful life tabernacle. Shalom.